NBA player Ron Artest, a.k.a. Metta World Peace, puts Deontay Wilder in his top 5 athletes of all time. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the Super Chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, the CashApp, the Cash App, and the Patreon family. We work and sign up for ESPN Plus. It does help the channel as I am an affiliate. Now, Mr. Metta World Peace, basketball player. He's definitely a fan of boxing. You see him at a lot of fights. I've seen him at a lot of fights. And he has a list that he just came out with. And as you can see, look at all his posts. Mayweather talking about returning, Tank Davis, Pacquiao, all of boxing related posts. So he came out with his his personal top 5 athletes of all times list. 1, Michael Jordan, which, makes sense. He's a basketball player. 2, Tom Brady. 3, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. 4, Muhammad Ali. And 5, Kobe Bryant. And he says, who is your top 5 all time? So that's his personal list. It's actually a pretty solid list. Some people are going to, hate because he put Deontay Wilder. But his list says top 5 athletes of all time. And I told you guys, even if this is too extreme for some people to put Wilder on the top 5 athletes list, you got to think about it. Wilder is literally doing, like I told you guys, things that we haven't seen really in boxing, being that athletically he can have no momentum, lose rounds, be outboxed, and blast someone's head off in the blink of an eye. He keeps
head off is usually defined as to go before in order to hinder the progress of, intercept.
That was weird. Alexa just randomly came on. So he can just be in the middle of, have no forward progress, no momentum. The ebb and flow is not following him, and it's not favoring him, and knock somebody out. We haven't really seen that from anybody. Usually they'll, power puncher, land a shot, maybe get you out of there with it. Or, what happens more often with a lot of strong guys is they'll hurt you with that, and then that sets up what's to come next, and then the battle of attrition, and a couple more punches, you're done for. But you're really in bad shape and debilitated from the first one, and then, they, for added measure, they put it on. Wilder's knocking people out with like a single shot, and that's it. It's just murder, she wrote. You know what I'm saying? So that's his personal list. You have to talk to him if you don't like the list. But I do know what Wilder's doing is uncanny. Like, it's like some X-Men type stuff, Weapon X type stuff. He's knocking people out with no momentum. And the other thing is this, he's knocking people out without the correct technique. Like, sometimes he's not even turning over his punches all the way. Like the first Luis Ortiz fight, this Luis Ortiz, he got him, but he punched him in the forehead and knocked him out. First Luis Ortiz fight, he was like not even turning over his punches fully and getting full extension, and he was still dropping Luis Ortiz and hurting him and stuff like that. I mean, this dude's power is freakish. So athletically, it makes sense. I mean, the other guys on the list, I don't even see why anyone would be mad at any of those guys. But, some people are going to dislike his list because he's putting out Deontay Wilder. But I told you on my channel, you heard it here first, in my opinion, from boxing, since Roy Jones, and I'm not saying Wilder fights like Roy Jones, but I believe that since Roy Jones, that Wilder is probably the most freakish athletic guy in boxing since Roy Jones. I think, to me, I have Roy Jones as all time because he had technique, he had speed, he had reflexes, he had, just overall quickness and coordination. hand-eye coordination, hand speed, you know, so he had everything. So to me, I would put him even over Wilder just because he has proper technique and everything. But since Roy Jones, there's been some great athletes like Pacquiao and Mayweather, James Toney. He's very athletic. But I think Wilder might be the most freakish. Like, you have to look at what he's able to do, weighing 209, 212, 214, knocking out guys 50 pounds bigger than him, right? Having improper technique with some of his punches, starting boxing late. I mean, this has to account for something. The dude started boxing late. He was delivering pizzas and beers and shit. And then now all of a sudden, you know, he got into boxing, stuck with it. So, Metta World Peace, I know some people are going to be like, oh, this is a weird list and this makes no sense. But athletically, if we're judging athletes and athleticism, it's not far-fetched to put Wilder on that list based on freakish athletes. Like I said, I would put Roy Jones up there because he would play basketball games, then fight a full fight, knock people out, do it. And, you know, Roy Jones was almost getting bored in there, so he had to like spice it up and dance and showboat and stuff like that. But anyway, I want to make this video, let you know what Metta World Peace said. Kobe Bryant's my favorite. You know, he's one of my favorite. Michael Jordan's one of my favorite. I'm not a Patriots fan, but I definitely respect Tom Brady. Wilder's a freakish athlete, as I mentioned, and, you know, obviously Muhammad Ali's great. So, you know, some people are going to get mad at the order and all this stuff, like, why is Wilder number 3? You know, some people, I don't know. That's his opinion. Ask him about it. If you love what I'm doing, smash the like button. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off.
So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.